The realm of outer space has always been a reservoir of mysteries, home to awe-inspiring phenomena that challenge our understanding of the cosmos. One such incident occurred when a large, unidentified object made an appearance on the live camera feed from the International Space Station. This occurrence has incited intrigue and speculation, prompting us to explore the nature of this event and its implications. As of right now, people are struggling to explain what this object is. Those interested in the unknown have said that this isn't the first time that something strange has been detected by the International Space Station cameras. While skeptics have said that it's likely space debris, a camera glitch, or part of the International Space Station. Firstly, let's consider the nature of this incident. The live camera feed from the International Space Station, accessible to the public, offers a unique perspective on our planet and the expanse of space. On this particular day, an anomalous object, significantly larger than the usual specks of light or fleeting shadows seen in the camera feed, made an appearance. The sight of this unidentified object triggered an immediate flurry of excitement, speculation, and numerous hypotheses about its possible origins. Those inclined to believe in advanced visitation saw it as potential evidence of a spacecraft. The size and visibility of the object, coupled with its location in the vicinity of the space station, bolstered their claims. The sighting was proposed as an indication of advanced civilizations showing interest in human space activities, or perhaps observing Earth. Moreover, such incidents serve as reminders of the vastness of space and the multitude of phenomena yet to be understood. They highlight the need for continued space exploration and scientific investigation, driven by our inherent curiosity and the desire to understand the cosmos better. Oddly enough, shortly after this object was seen, the live camera's broadcast was switched off. First and foremost, it's important to realize that maintaining a live feed from space is no small task. It requires a seamless interplay of advanced technology, terrestrial infrastructure, and space-based equipment. Disruptions in the live feed can be triggered by numerous factors unrelated to the appearance of unidentified objects, such as equipment malfunction, data transmission loss, or software issues. An unidentified object's sudden appearance could be of significant scientific interest. Pausing the live feed allows scientists to study the event in more detail, potentially using specialized equipment or techniques. This helps ensure that an accurate understanding is derived, unhampered by public opinion or premature conclusions. The airspace around the Earth isn't just a scientific interest, it's also a domain of national security. If an object is detected that could potentially be related to covert activities or unknown technology, it's plausible that the live feed would be stopped to allow for private, secure analysis by appropriate authorities. While it may seem counterintuitive, temporarily suspending the live feed during a sighting might be a strategy to maintain public trust. If an object cannot be immediately identified and explained, leaving the feed running might lead to rampant speculation, confusion, or even panic. Ensuring they have all the facts before making a public statement allows NASA to provide accurate information, upholding their role as a reliable source of scientific knowledge. Of course, the most captivating theory is that NASA is hiding evidence of extraterrestrial life. While this idea is thrilling, it's worth noting that such a discovery would be a landmark scientific achievement, unlikely to be concealed. The idea of unidentified objects has captivated human imagination for decades. While many sightings on Earth remain disputed, an intriguing and lesser-known phenomenon involves unidentified objects appearing near the International Space Station. The International Space Station, a collaborative space endeavor involving multiple nations, orbits Earth approximately every 90 minutes, enabling astronauts to witness breathtaking views of our planet. However, among these extraordinary vistas, some astronauts have reported witnessing peculiar unidentified objects traversing the cosmos. These mysterious sightings at the space station have sparked curiosity and concern among both scientists and the public as they challenge conventional beliefs about the existence of advanced life. Since the International Space Station's inception in 1998, there have been several instances where astronauts have claimed to witness unidentified objects during their missions. In 2005, astronaut Leroy Chiao captured video footage showing a strange, fast-moving object outside the space station. Similarly, during a live broadcast in 2016, astronaut Jeff Williams observed a mysterious glowing object that he could not explain. Moreover, in 2020, astronaut Chris Cassidy reported seeing an unidentified object with a frosted appearance while conducting a spacewalk. These accounts are compelling, given that they come from highly trained professionals with keen eyes and scientific backgrounds. When confronted with reports of sightings at the space station, scientists and experts have proposed various potential explanations to rationalize these enigmatic occurrences. One plausible reason for such sightings could be space debris, fragments from defunct satellites or rocket stages. As the International Space Station operates in low Earth orbit, it is susceptible to encountering debris, which might appear as fast-moving objects. Another possibility is that some of the sightings might be optical illusions or natural phenomena that astronauts misinterpreted as unidentified objects in the vastness of space. Cosmic rays, reflections from spacecraft windows, or atmospheric distortions could distort astronauts' perceptions, leading them to believe they spotted unidentified objects. Nonetheless, there remains a subset of sightings that defy conventional explanations, challenging our current understanding of the cosmos. These sightings continue to intrigue researchers and the public, spurring further investigation into the existence of advanced life and civilizations beyond Earth. The discovery of advanced life is a profound question that has fascinated humanity for centuries. The prospect of unidentified objects at the International Space Station adds a new dimension to the quest for answers about life beyond Earth. If these objects are indeed advanced spacecrafts, it could revolutionize our understanding of the universe and our place within it. The possible existence of intelligent life raises questions about the origin, evolution, and distribution of life in the cosmos. If these sightings at the International Space Station are evidence of advanced civilizations, it suggests that our galaxy could be teeming with advanced beings, each with its unique history and culture. This potential revelation challenges our anthropocentric view of the universe and humbles us to contemplate our significance in the vastness of space. Moreover, these sightings at the space station also highlight the importance of international cooperation in space exploration and the need for greater collaboration in addressing the mysteries of the universe. The International Space Station itself stands as a symbol of unity among nations, showcasing the potential for global cooperation in the exploration of space and the pursuit of knowledge. As of right now, unidentified object sightings at the International Space Station are a perplexing and captivating aspect of space exploration. While some of these sightings can be explained by space debris or optical illusions, a subset remains unexplained, stimulating curiosity about the possibility of advanced life. Whether these sightings will ultimately be attributed to advanced civilizations or simply remain an enigmatic aspect of our cosmic journey, they have already left an indelible mark on our understanding of the universe and our place within it. The quest to comprehend these sightings serves as a reminder of the ever-present mystery and wonder that lies beyond our planet's boundaries, urging us to continue exploring the cosmos with an open mind and a sense of wonder. Missing stars could point to alien civilizations. Researchers comparing views of the Lupus the Wolf constellation taken in 1950 and then again in 2016 noticed that a star was missing. This alone is nothing incredibly mysterious, but subsequent studies noted that this single disappearing star was not alone. There were in fact hundreds of unaccounted for stars that have disappeared over the decades, with apparently no explanation. A new study has been published in the Astronomical Journal that attempts to understand how so many stars could just disappear without a trace, and the implications are astonishing. Led by Beatriz Villarroel, the authors state in the report that unless a star directly collapses into a black hole, there is no known physical process by which it could physically vanish. The implications of finding such objects extend from the traditional astrophysics field to the more exotic searches for evidence of technologically advanced civilizations. Essentially, the authors believe that one of the clearest explanations for the disappearing stars is the involvement of extraterrestrial life. They have identified so-called hotspots, where there seem to be a surprising number of missing stars, and believe that homing in on these locations for further study and analysis could be a way to target potential locations of extraterrestrial life. Many researchers believe that, if advanced alien civilizations were to exist, they would have likely developed what is hypothetically known as a Dyson sphere. This megastructure would allow the civilization to encompass a star to harness the reactions occurring on this star for energy, and the researchers conducting this study acknowledge that this could be a possible reason for hundreds of stars to disappear so suddenly. However, researchers are hesitant to acknowledge theories such as this, especially given the frequency with which proposed extraterrestrial activity has turned out to have a much more natural explanation. But even if the disappearance of the stars had nothing to do with aliens, finding out what natural occurrence caused them to blink out of view would still be a huge step for researchers. Villarroel noted that finding an actually vanishing star or a star that appears out of nowhere would be a precious discovery and certainly would include new astrophysics beyond the one we know of today. So for now, researchers are continuing to probe the circumstances of this disappearance in the hopes that they either locate extraterrestrial life or uncover groundbreaking, previously unknown principles of astrophysics. Solar Orbiter spacecraft captures huge eruption on the Sun. Huge is perhaps an understatement here. The eruption caught by the Solar Orbiter's extreme ultraviolet imager is in fact the largest solar prominence eruption ever observed in a single image, which also contains the Sun in its entirety. Jetting out millions of miles into space from the Sun's surface, it was lucky that the ejection was not aimed in the direction of our Earth. An absolute milestone observation in space, and for the mission, this rare image is expected to provide a lot of data surrounding solar activities for the joint NASA-European team behind the mission. While other spacecrafts have caught solar prominences on camera before, the magnitude of the ejection caught has either been smaller than this one, or their positioning or distance has meant that the Sun's disk was not fully featured in the image, as it was in this case. Solar prominences are complex phenomena. According to a statement made by the European Space Agency, they can be described as large structures of tangled magnetic field lines that keep dense concentrations of solar plasma suspended above the Sun's surface, sometimes taking the form of arching loops. Additionally, they are also often associated with coronal mass ejections, which refers to eruptions of charged particles occasionally emitted by the Sun. Coronal mass ejections are highly disruptive to us here on Earth, though, as they interfere with technologies such as satellites, power lines, and various other similar infrastructures. The solar orbiter's next bypass of the Sun takes place on the 26th of March, and it is expected to pass the Sun with even closer proximity than last time, opening up many opportunities for new, remarkable data to be sourced. James Webb Telescope captures countless galaxies in new image. The images provided by the James Webb Telescope are truly phenomenal, providing glimpses and perspectives deemed unimaginable, with resolutions that are truly impressive. To us, these pictures are beautiful. For the experts, there is so much more contained within them. The lucky image selected as Image of the Month showcases a number of galaxies, with the spiral galaxy with the catchy name LEDA 2046648 being visible on the bottom left-hand side. This galaxy is more than 1 billion light-years away from us, and for those who are particularly well versed in looking out for these feats, you can see this galaxy within the Hercules constellation. We have only just been able to lay our eyes upon this photo ourselves. It has been in the works for months. Webb has been on duty taking observations and measurements, obtaining images of exoplanets and galaxies for a few months now. During the commissioning process for the near-infrared imager and slitless spectrograph, known as NIRISS, one of many components of the Webb Space Telescope, we saw this photo come about. NIRISS was investigating a white dwarf star, while the near-infrared camera captured this stunning shot of LEDA 2046648 and its distant pals in the sky. One of the initial aims for the James Webb Space Telescope is to investigate what is going on within the distant universe. This image of LEDA 2046648 is not an example of deep field imagery, though this is one avenue that has provided a great deal of similar shots. Deep field imagery is one aspect of the Webb telescope that lets us see the oldest light sources, a process that works via gravitational lensing, looking at how distant lights can become magnified and warped. It's truly amazing to see such a gorgeous photo, and even more amazing to know that there is so much more in it that we are yet to see. NASA Space Telescope spots most powerful light ever seen on Jupiter. Just this month, scientists from the New Star Space Observatory have detected the highest light ever reported from Jupiter, making it the first telescope to ever detect such high-energy light from the gas giant. This solves a mystery which has been unsolved since 1992, the question of why the Ulysses mission saw no X-rays when it flew past Jupiter. Yes, X-rays are indeed a form of light, but with much higher energies and wavelengths, and are unable to be seen by the human eye. However, Ulysses was specifically capable of sensing higher energy X-rays, which would mean it would have been able to witness some level of light when passing over Jupiter. According to astrophysicist Kaya Mori, it is quite challenging for planets to generate X-rays in the range that New Star detects. So how exactly did scientists see this coming from Jupiter? Jupiter has an enormous magnetic field, and it is spinning very quickly. Those two characteristics mean that the planet's magnetosphere acts like a giant particle accelerator. and that is what makes these higher energy emissions possible. However, the Ulysses back in 1992 was capable of sensing higher energy X-rays. So why didn't it? According to a new study, the light that comes from the energetic electrons that NASA's spacecraft Juno can detect, with its Jovian Auroral Distributions experiment, known as JADE, and its Jupiter Energetic Particle Detector instrument, known as JEDI, are the culprit of bremsstrahlung, an extremely fast-moving set of electrons. These particles produce light when the electrons encounter charged atoms in Jupiter's atmosphere. William Dunn, a researcher at the University College London, says that the discovery of these emissions leaves us with more questions. We know that rotating magnetic fields can accelerate particles, but we do not fully understand how they reach such high speeds on Jupiter. NuSTAR left Earth on June 13, 2012, and today, a decade later, we are reaping the benefits of new knowledge, but who knows what we will discover in the next decade. Closest black hole system to Earth contains no black holes. Sometimes when we make a scientific discovery, we need to undiscover something we thought we knew. Disproving the existing research, theories and hypotheses is what allows us to make advancements and develop our understanding of the universe. In 2020, a team of astronomers from the European Southern Observatory said they had found a black hole, reported as the closest to Earth in the HR 6819 system, only 1,000 light-years away. This was not a claim that was generally agreed upon, with an international team based in Belgium contesting the results. A paper published in March 2022 says that in this black hole system, there is no black hole. So, if there is no black hole in HR 6819, what have we spotted? The Belgian team has suggested that this is what is known as a vampire two-star system, which is in a rare part of its life cycle, making it less easily identifiable. The original study welcomed this criticism. After all, science is about making discoveries and advancing knowledge, not accepting everything as the truth. Thomas Ravinius, a Chile-based astronomer and the lead author on the initial paper, said, "Not only is it normal, but it should be that results are scrutinized." Given the data the team had available, the original conclusion did seem perfectly viable. They believed HR 6819 was a triple system, meaning one star orbited a black hole over a 40-day period, and a second star orbited the same black hole over a much greater period of time. The Belgian study, however, led by Julia Bodensteiner, suggested that there are two stars in the system, both on a 40-day orbit, though there was no black hole. This means that earlier in the timeline, one of these stars would have to have been much bigger, but over time lost some of its size and mass to the smaller star. The teams concluded that gathering new data, making the most of different equipment, would reveal which hypothesis was more accurate. The Very Large Telescope and Very Large Telescope Interferometer were used to help gather more definitive data. The newly combined teams confirmed that there was not a brighter star in a wider orbit, and the fresh data helped to determine that HR 6819 is in fact a binary system with no black hole. This team is continuing observations, working on a joint study over time to figure out the evolution and limits. Who knows where the actual closest black hole to Earth is? Scientists may have discovered a new layer within the Earth. Geographers, geologists, and physical scientists get ready to see the rules rewritten. Your textbooks may have it all wrong. Although difficult to observe, geophysicists think they have determined that the Earth has 5 core layers, rather than just the traditional 4. Previously, it was thought with confidence that the Earth was made up of these layers: the crust, the mantle, the outer core, and the inner core. However, new data analysts have suggested that the inner core is not actually the Earth's innermost layer. Hence, the discovered 5th layer is being labelled the innermost inner layer. Quite literally. The lead scientists working this case are from the Australian National University and report that they used special search algorithms to track the history of the Earth's seismic activities in its inner core. by studying how long it takes seismic waves to travel through this layer, combined with models designed to predict variables such as wave speed in the inner layer, they have been able to confirm that an innermost inner layer does indeed exist. The research is no accident. Theories have long been circulating about a potential fifth layer of the Earth's core, specifically concerning the structure of the inner core. Up until now, though, there has been no conclusive evidence proving that this is comprised of two layers and not one. While fascinating in itself, this discovery may have consequences to the narrative of the Earth's history as well. A new layer in the Earth's core means a whole new peek into the past, by analysing this layer's composition of minerals and rock. So far, scientists think they may have found evidence as to a change in the structure of iron, which in turn suggests an additional cooling event in the Earth's history. While we do not know at all for certain what happened in the past to cause this, the prehistoric event is being referred to as an unknown dramatic event in Earth's history. One step deeper into Earth, one huge step forward for theories of the Earth's evolution. Who knows what we will discover about our very own planet next? China spacecraft sends Mars footage for the first time. Breaking news within the early days of 2021 comes from the latest space exploration mission conducted by the China National Space Administration. The 5th of February 2021 saw the release of images and video footage of the surface of Mars captured by China's Mars probe named Tianwen-1. This video footage gives us a closer insight than has ever been possible before, providing a view of Mars's surface. Tianwen-1 entered the red planet's orbit on the 10th of February 2021 and captured a clip of the surface of Mars moving in and out of view. The remarkable video footage provided by this aspirational and resoundingly successful mission shows us white craters, according to news reports. The equipment used for this fantastic space exploration quest, Tianwen-1, features a Mars orbiter lander and solar-powered rover and weighs a staggering 5 tons. This progress in space exploration presents a momentous step forward in the Beijing space program, aiming to compete with the US advancements of NASA. Could Tianwen-1, whose name translates to Questions to Heaven, present a turning point for exponential growth in the China National Space Administration? Current predictions and growth markets suggest that by 2022, there could be a space station fully equipped with a crew established by the China National Space Administration. Increasing the close quarters in this space discovery again is that the first ever United Arab Emirates interplanetary mission accomplished this same feat. Later within the same week, the United Arab Emirates Hope probe entered Mars's orbit too. Such close competition certainly introduces new perspectives and even more levels of success to the Beijing space mission. Whilst Mars has long proved to be a problem and a point of mystery in discovery and space research, we have already gained a wealth of new knowledge from this new video footage, including geological observations from the Schiaparelli crater and the Valles Marineras canyons. M87 Jet photograph. The M87 galaxy, also known as NGC 4486, seems to be an average oval galaxy, one of many elliptical galaxies in a cluster within the constellation of Virgo. However, M87 holds a fantastic phenomenon inside it, an extraordinary jet of electrons and other such particles traveling at rapid rates, almost challenging the speed of light. The NASA Hubble Space Telescope managed to capture images of the blue jet blasting from the source, accompanied by the soft golden light of M87's many stars. M87's jet was first discovered in 1918 when H.D. Curtis, an astronomer of the time, found what he referred to as a curious straight ray within the radius of what we now know as M87. It was not until the 1950s that we found out more about M87 with the development of our technology, when it was found that the jet coming from M87 possessed one of the most prominent, strongest radio waves in the cosmos. Since the 1950s, scientists have studied endlessly to try and uncover the many secrets of M87. Finally, after decades worth of research and hard work, astronomers figured it out. In the very center of M87 lies one of the most infamously feared objects in the universe, a gigantic black hole. This black hole, it is believed, has devoured a mass worth the equivalent of 2 billion times the mass of our Sun, making it colossal in stature. It is this black hole that powers the jet of M87. The jet itself comes from the gas rotating around the black hole, pushed upwards by the powerful magnetic fields that surround the area. The detected radio waves and extraordinary bright light that is visible from the black hole is created because the electrons inside said magnetic fields swirl, known as synchrotron radiation. Of all cosmic jets, M87 is by far the most well known, giving scientists valuable insight into the laws of our universe. It helps that this galaxy is also the one with the nearest jet, meaning that obtaining information, though difficult, is not as tricky as when gathering intel about jets spawning in other galaxies. M87's jet is not alone. There is a myriad of similar extraplanetary jets of pure energy that we are still trying to uncover the secrets of. Typically, jets occur when a colossal black hole devours gases or entire stars. The radiation reactions cause such phenomena. On a similar note, stars in their infancy are also occasionally known to create short-lived jets, but nothing as intense as what a black hole is able to produce. Unfortunately for us, M87 lies a whole 50 million light-years away, making it near impossible for the current model of the Hubble Space Telescope to see clearly into the galaxy enough to specify individual planets, stars, and objects. What is known is that the light captured on photographs is made up of clusters of an incredible number of stars, an estimated 15,000, thought by astronomers to have been created extremely early in the formation of the universe, making these stars predecessors to the second generation of stars. Miniature black holes may be hitting Earth. Black holes are one of those things, a bit like dark matter, that still confuse but also massively intrigue us about the universe. We all know how they stretch light and matter into their vacuum-like existence, making spaghetti out of anything that falls into their reach. But is there more to the story of the black hole than we think? Scientists, in fact, now believe that the universe could be absolutely filled with tiny black holes, hurtling through space like cosmic bullets. Why do they think this? Well, they are slowly running out of ideas to explain what the universe is made up of, and while dark matter is a mysterious yet popular answer, it only accounts for 80% of the universe. Their new supporting theory is therefore loads of tiny black holes which have been around since the beginning of time. This does not necessarily solve much though. For more than 80 years, astrophysicists have failed to discover even the smallest amount of proof that such a thing as dark matter exists, and that it does indeed dictate the gravitational forces which keep the remaining 20% of the universe, the normal, visible matter, in check. Similarly, the new tiny black holes theory does indeed help to avoid the reality that we have no clue what the universe is made up of, but also falls short on the actual evidence front. NASA cosmologists therefore admit that they are running out of ideas fast, and possible sources of tangible evidence are also running scarily low. In terms of these hypothetical miniature black holes hitting Earth, if they do exist, it is of course possible. And although tiny, much smaller than an asteroid, more like a grain of rice, they could cause devastation, it is thought, through deformation and intense heat levels. However, scientists working on this theory believe they would only pass by the Earth roughly once every 100 million years. So whether these mini black holes are science fiction or fact, you will not have to worry about one hitting you just yet. Every day we solve one mystery, discovering something new, while creating new dilemmas for future generations to solve. Equally, trying to solve existing puzzles is by no means easy, and the possibility that there are things we simply will not know the answer to seems to scare us by nature. Yet, time and time again, science proves that there truly is no limit to what is out there for us to learn. In fact, it is only ever increasing by the day. NASA detects dark matter noise.
Scientists have spent centuries staring into space with whatever technology was available at the time, be it the naked eye or top-of-the-line telescopes and satellites. These methods have allowed us to paint startlingly clear pictures of what the world looks like in the mysterious expanse beyond our atmosphere, even if it did not always give us all the answers. Recently, researchers have begun taking a new approach to understanding space. Rather than seeing it, they are attempting to hear it, and what they have heard so far has already proven to be groundbreaking. The new project, run by NASA, uses a process called data sonification to translate data collected throughout the years by various NASA missions into sounds. These missions include the Chandra X-ray Observatory, Hubble Space Telescope, and Spitzer Space Telescope, have long provided opportunities to view space from the confines of Earth, and now have shown that incredible things can be discovered as well when we hear space. One of these sounds, compiled by data sonification of the Bullet Cluster, was transcribed from images of what may be the first direct proof of dark matter. Dark matter's existence has been theorized by many scientists, but it has been incredibly difficult to confirm, as the particles composing dark matter cannot be seen or observed. They do not absorb, emit, or reflect light, so no form of electromagnetic radiation can pin them down. In fact, the only way that researchers have been able to directly observe dark matter is by attempting to measure the effects that it has on the objects around it. Sound waves transcribed from the measures of these effects may have provided a new way to study and observe it at last. In particular, recordings of X-rays from the Chandra Observatory show a region of what is known as gravitational lensing, where hot gas produced by two merging galaxy clusters was rapidly pulled away from what was assumed to be dark matter. These images of the Bullet Cluster were one of the first pieces of direct proof that researchers had of dark matter, which made it an easy choice for the data sonification project. The data was arranged by frequency, spanning a range with dark matter operating at the lowest frequency all the way to X-rays at the highest. Each frequency was then assigned a pitch, with higher frequencies denoting higher pitches. As the beautiful space music played, full of the high tinkling notes of galaxies and X-rays, there at last was the low observable hum in the gravitational lensing of dark matter. Astronomers are hopeful that the study of dark matter in this way might reveal previously unknown secrets held by the elusive dark matter.
So, what do you make of these mysterious objects that have been captured at the International Space Station? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comments section below and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.